Hello guys, I'm here with yet another VOD review. So last time we reviewed Agurin and his Jarvan. Today we will review Skewmond. He's the jungler of G2 and one of the best SoloQ players there is on EU West. He was rank 1 for some time and right now he's sitting at rank 3 while being a professional jungler, which is pretty insane in my opinion. He does play a lot of different champions, but he also plays Jarvan often, so I thought why not review his Jarvan as well, because I want to get better here and I thought maybe I should share it with you. Hope you enjoy, guys. Okay, so let's start with the runes first. Let's check it out. He runs Conqueror, Triumph, Alacrity, and Coup de Grace. So that's interesting. Instead of Last Stand, he goes for Coup de Grace, which, okay, I think it might be a personal preference here because it's not like Jarvan is only hitting people with low HP or he gets much value from it, and I don't think, and he's not like Tryndamere, so he has to go for Last Stand. Yeah, so it's probably personal preference. And then Inspiration, Magical Footwear, and Cosmic Insight, that's something that I have started running as well since I got coached. Yeah, it is more consistent and better than the Domination secondary rune. But he goes attack speed with adaptive and scaling HP. That's interesting. I go for adaptive because I think from the attack speed buff you don't really need bonus attack speed and you get more value from the adaptive, but that might be, it's up to debate, I think. Okay, but nothing too special. It's just like a standard Jarvan rune page. Okay, now let's talk about lanes. So on top side we have Yone against Renekton. I think Renekton has a little bit of priority of early game, first 2, 3, 4 levels, 5 maybe. Then on mid lane it is Cho'Gath against Taliyah. It's basically wave clear and just Cho'Gath is having insane sustain, so I don't know. Probably Taliyah has first move, but Cho'Gath can out sustain her maybe. And then on bot lane it is going to be a lot of fist fighting, and I think who wins the first fight probably gets priority, but in theory, since Thresh is ranged to Rel's melee, it can work that way, that they get the prio, but also Rel has a lot of stuff to do like flash Q and stuff like that to secure priority level 1. So I don't know what will happen. Okay, here Skewmond is deciding not to start top, even though he was covering top, and he goes for his Wolves probably, since it's 130 already. Yes, he starts, drops the E and pulls it. Now guys, look at this, what is happening. The Nocturne is late invading him actually, so the Nocturne barely missed the Jarvan, and then he starts his chickens. So I don't think Skewmond has any information that this is happening. We will see how he deals with it. So basically just hitting the wolves, nothing too mechanically demanding. He uses probably a second E here, yeah, because he can't reach the Gromp with it. He just makes sure it doesn't reset, and yeah, now he uses Q probably to pull the Gromp. Yes, exactly. And then he will throw the E. The second E will probably go on the blue buff to try and pull it towards him. Nocturne does chickens into red buff, into Krags, okay. Which means he will finish on the far top side. He's going to be really far away from Skewmond. Yeah, he pulls this. Okay, bot lane, what happened? Yeah, it was fist fighting, and somehow Skewmond's double lane or dual lane gets ahead, which is really good for him. But let's see what's happening. The Nocturne did his top side into base. Okay, so now it's going to be really important where does Nocturne open. He's probably going to open top side. Yeah, because no, he's actually deciding to open bot side. Okay, and Skewmond had no idea that this was happening. So what does he decide to do? Oh, he goes into bot side. Okay, so Nocturne is playing some like 4D chess here, but okay, yes, Skewmond realizes that Nocturne is bot side and not top side, so he EQs backwards and he runs towards his top side. So he's not wasting a single second here, guys. Not wasting a single second walking into the jungle because he knows he cannot invade the Nocturne there. And Nocturne, after doing the chickens, runs straight to top because he wants to match the Jarvan and fight him. He has a longsword advantage. And he also has a red buff to Skewmond's blue buff. but Nocturne does go for the wolves here. Okay. And it does work out, so Skewmond has to base, and essentially Nocturne gets ahead. This is a 2-camp lead for the Nocturne. Yeah, it is a 2-camp lead. The chickens and the Raptor, the chickens and the Krags are technically a lead, but Skewmond will get... Okay, nice. He gets the flash from Cho'Gath here. Very, very, very nice. But this was a bit hint by the Cho'Gath, I think. He hovered the... Yeah, let's just check it out. Cho'Gath hovered the left side, which was... I mean, he knew that Skewmond was top. It made no sense for him to hover the left side. Yep. Yeah, exactly. He's hovering left side, and it's just... Yeah. It's just really easy for Skewmond to get the flash, but that's the beauty of it, right? Even in high elo challenger, people will hint a little bit. So now he knows that his raptors are respawning, so he wants to deny the raptors before he does the wolves. Why? Because, well, Nocturne is topside, so taking this would be really, really good for him. And you see Nocturne got a kill on top lane. Nocturne also is level 4 now to Skewmond's level 3. But Skewmond, since he went for the Raptors on respawn, will get the Raptors, will get the level 4. And he continues clearing into bot side, I think. The Krags there, yeah, he has no idea how exactly he did them. Or he's probably just guessing that, yeah, it is the best option to go for... Well, it's not that he's guessing that he did red into Krags, it's also the fact that if he goes for Krags, he's opening his entire bot side to the Nocturne, so he has to deny the camps. Right now he's kind of playing like secure mode. He wants to try and secure as many camps as possible, since Nocturne did make like a complete chaos with the invade on top side, so yeah. You see that both jungle is not respawning naturally or like in a sequence from top to bot or bot to top. It is completely chaos at the respawn timers. So yeah, he has to secure everything. He tries to go for the crab. His bot lane does have a move, but the enemy bot lane is also moving. So does he win 1v1 against Nocturne? I don't think he wins it here, because Nocturne has a longsword. Nocturne also has a little tempo, which I think is stronger than Conqueror early games. So yeah, let's see what happens. But the Nocturne is very scared of the Rel and Varus, so he just backs off. Skewmond does not use Smite here, as it is not needed. And on Crab it is maybe the biggest waste, because Crab takes the most damage. Anyways, okay, so he waits, he goes, he's playing against his... He's ganking his own teammate, Labrov. Okay, and the gank pretty much only gets the flash from Trash. Which is not bad, don't get me wrong, it is not bad, but it does not do much. Okay, and then he bases. Will he get the base off? Yes, interesting, he doesn't decide to go on the Trash there. Maybe he knows that he can react with the E and stop his EQ, so they would just end up dying and he's wasting time. He gets pickaxe, first base, okay, and now he's probably just... Yeah, he actually wants to continue pathing towards top, that's very interesting. So he will go Krags. Even though his bot lane is winning, he still wants to affect the Yone-Renekton matchup. That's very interesting. And after getting the Trash Flash also. What might be the reason for it? Because probably that's a matchup, like, the Renekton is winning it really, really hard right now. Yeah, so maybe he wants to snowball it. And he thinks that bot lane, if they just don't fight... they are not in real danger of losing. So like this way, he can push the lead on top, get his Renekton really ahead and allow the Renekton to play this way, right? You see how Nocturne and Cho'Gath are moving there, but Skewmond is also running there as fast as possible, although it does nothing. The Renekton does get out in the end, that's insane. So he just finishes Krags and then does chickens. Again, the sequence is a bit screwed up because of the invades and everything. So yeah, I just think that is the sole reason why he is betting towards top. He wants to enable him, his Renekton to play this way. While on bot lane, yes, you see, they're winning without his help. So yeah, He's just trying to affect the lane that can be affected the easiest, I guess, or that has the biggest impact if affected. Okay, this should be a free kill. Yeah, nice, good job. The Renekton probably wanted to invade, but I don't know, with that much HP, was it really good? Okay, so he wants to freeze the wave for his top laner. That's just beautiful. But he's wasting a lot of time doing it. And I think he's really playing on his top side. He's really playing on this top side. Does he go for the gank? No, he doesn't, and which is good because Nocturne is instantly running top. So both junglers are really focusing on top because, yeah, it's just the way the matchup works. Yone, Renekton, they will fight a lot and it's really easy to impact it. So grabs are spawning soon, so as he gets level 6, and as long as Nocturne is not bot lane, he doesn't have to be bot. So can he help here? And they save the Renekton, and I'm guessing they get 2 kills here. Yep. Yeah, that's exactly why he was petting towards top. Just look at his movement, guys. He's thinking about every ability they throw. Can he do the grabs? Yes, he can. Okay. Oh, but... Oh, okay, he's just... No, he can't do it. No way he can do them, bro. Okay. I honestly thought he can get the first one and then the others would be easier, but he doesn't have smite, so he will just base and then he goes into bot side. Oh. He goes for it. Boom, guys. You see, that's just the one shot. And Yone's game here is pretty much over. Ooh. He barely lives. He barely lives and throws the OK emote. Oof. Feels bad, man, for the Cho'Gath. Okay, so he pretty much has to open bot side, I think. Now Nocturne will get the grabs because of all of that, but that's completely fine. The Renekton is 30 CS ahead now, and he has a kill as well. So Jarvan just opens up a bot side. Does he instantly go for the Drake with the bot priority and mid priority? No. Okay, this is something I would agree on. He goes for the Wolves first. That is interesting. I would maybe go for Gromp, but I think he will do Wolves into blue, into Gromp, and then just run bot. So he's probably thinking that's enough. That's enough. We impacted top. We won top lane. We can start playing for bot side now. So this is when he makes the switch, basically, because grabs are also down. He just makes the switch, and he's like, nope. Now we play bot side, because Drake is the only open objective. Also, they do a very nice thing that I think never would happen in my games, as this is Halo Challenger. They do change their mid and top, because the Renekton wants to keep matching the Yone, and he's really strong right now. So... Okay, the Yone gets the... He gets the shutdown on Talia, which is unfortunate, but I think it doesn't matter. Renekton still beats him. So after just doing the bot side segment, quadrant, sorry, the bot side quadrant, he will do Drake and then invade Nocturne's. Yep, Nocturne's bot side, because he does know that Nocturne was top, but Nocturne will meet him here. So what happens then? I mean, he will probably EQ out. He has flash as well, so he's pretty safe here. Let's see. Okay, he barely gets it, and then he's just out. He knows that he doesn't have time for anything else other than that. That's beautiful. And he bases here because he has item probably. So he bases, and then because it's Wolves into Gromp. Okay, so this is also insane why he did Wolves into Gromp, because now he just goes Krags into chickens, and it's perfectly synced up with Wolves spawning. And okay, so that is really smart. I didn't think about it. He's thinking 2 steps ahead probably. Okay, in that situation I still do for some reason Gromp, and I do Gromp and Wolves and then Blue and then Drake. It is a bit longer, but my logic is that after Drake I can continue with the chickens into Krags, but this is just so much better. So the Talia is fighting the Nocturne in river, he EQs, it's an easy kill pretty much, even if Nocturne flashes, they have flashes and he has ult to follow up. So let's see, he walks into his jungle right now, Gromp is respawning, which is really nice. He takes the Gromp, and after it, what will he do? Will he cross all the way to bot side? So yeah, he basically synced up the camps perfectly to do a full clear, but something changed, and that is that Talia was fighting the Nocturne, so he adapts very, very nicely. He gets the kill, and then he values Gromp. Why? Because it is one camp for him and none for Nocturne, so it is essentially making a 2-camp lead. Because it's denying the opponent's 100 something gold plus experience, and then you're getting that instead of him. Okay, he will do the crab. Okay, fine. Does he do red buff, or he looks for mid gank maybe? I think he will go red buff and then into his bot side. Yeah, no, he's okay. Because of the ping, he was just unsure what is happening. Does Talia need help? So he hesitated for 1 second before using EQ. Or not hesitated, he just waited 1 second before using the EQ. Does he maybe go top to cover? No, he actually decides to base now, because walking towards bot is just too much time. He has... what? Okay, so he upgrades boots here. Okay. I rarely upgrade boots before getting my 2 items. And I wouldn't do it here. But, yeah. So, he does decide to go for Ninja Tabai, which is, or Steel Plates, whatever they're called today. Ninja Tabai is the old name, but this is the GOAT name. So they have high value against the Yone, Nocturne, and Jhin, really high, and then it works also on Cho'Gath, E, so yeah, it's good. And after doing only Wolves, he decides to move into the opponent's jungle. Why? Because Renekton is looking at Renekton. He's like so deep, bro. I think he's chilling here. He just... ooh, Labrov played it very, very nicely. But I think he's out. Ooh, in the end they do get the Renekton, so... not the best fight. I think he was a bit greedy. He could have... I mean, not him, but the Rel was a bit greedy. She wanted to turn around because Renekton was coming, but Renekton didn't have ult, so... yeah, it does nothing. Now he decides to do chickens only. This is interesting. Like, why doesn't he just go for his bot camps and then Drake? Okay, so he wants to take the Nocturne camps and play with the Talia. That's interesting. He values this more than doing his... okay, well, on bot side it is a bit... okay, I am not exactly sure. Okay, he's helping the Yone. Zuhil doesn't go out without a fight. I don't think Nocturne kills. Yeah, Nocturne doesn't kill here. And then do end up getting two kills. Okay, but let me check. Why does he go for the blue buff? Is there something I am missing? So, from mid... I mean, okay, Gromp is really far away. That's why he's going for chickens, probably. Chickens are just there, basically. And he wants to do something, as he just walked out of base. He did wolves and then this. So, yeah, he does chickens because of it. But then, does he know where Nocturne is? No, I don't think he does. I mean, because of everything happening, he could guess that he is there. Yeah, he does know that Nocturne is bot side. Okay, so that's why he goes into top side. He knows that he's essentially free to take. Yeah, and he can build an even bigger lead on Nocturne. Okay, okay, I respect that. That is good. That is something I would not think of. And that is, I guess, the difference between a master player and a challenger player. So he will go into blue, and then we watch everything. Let's see the beautiful fights. They don't get Nocturne in the end, but Nocturne didn't do the camp, so he can take the Gromp. After the Gromp, will he go mid and just hit the tower with Varus? No, he bases and then wants to play Drake, I'm guessing, because they do have one Drake, so they can start stacking them up. Yep, okay, let's just skip up ahead. He is going to do wolves, probably wolves blue again. Yeah. It is basically completely the same. He does. You see how he positioned his Q? He pulled the wolves towards the blue buff and then used the Q to hit all 4 of the monsters. It is really good for time. It saves you a lot of time. It gives you tempo. Then the Q again to pull. Then he uses smite on both of them, exactly, because this is something you can do, guys. You can pull the camps together and then use smite and deal damage to both of them. It is much faster. Takes the crab and his team comes from base and they can just do the Drake now. It's pretty free. Okay, so they are really ahead at this point. I mean, they kind of have to throw the game in order to lose. But let's see the steps that Skewmond takes in order to snowball the leads even further, because this is something where I'm not the best at. So I want to learn from him. Okay, it is a bad fight here. Okay, the Nocturne dies here maybe? No. If he was a bit faster on the ult, he would kill him, but I think he didn't... Like, he thought that the ult was overkill, so he didn't use it, which is fine. Maybe I wouldn't as well. Oh, but he has vision on Nocturne and he just gets him there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then they can fight here. It is 4v3. Okay, he still gets the knock-up on Jhin, even though the trash stops it. And that's it. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's fast forward a bit as there is nothing really happening. He will hit the tower together. They will dive again. We'll see the dive. So, Ral takes aggro. Okay, there's a TP coming, so this is not the best dive. Oh, the EQ. You see the EQ that is... it is basically on the edge of the tower shot and it is barely knocking up the Cho'Gath. But this is such a nice EQ because it gets you almost out of tower range. You will take only 1 tower shot, it will still knock up the Cho'Gath and it will still deal the Q damage. Boom. And that's it. And you're out. Nice, very, very nice, very, very nice by him. That is just champion mastery at that point. Okay, yeah, that's nothing special. He will go into his jungle and not recall. Okay, I'm guessing that he's missing a little bit of gold for the item, and that is the sole reason why he is not recalling. Let's see if he does full clear here, or if he does only wolves, it is because of the gold, probably. Let's fast forward, skip it. Yeah, he only does wolves. That's probably because he was missing the exact amount of 2 camps for the item, and then he finishes. Yep. Okay, actually he got a cloth armor as well, so he just decided to take the 2 camps that are closest to him and put them on recycling. So that... Okay, that's interesting, that's interesting. It is something I would do as well, but I always thought that it's wrong, that it's bad. Yeah, interesting. He takes the portal. Okay, his Rel died, so they can't really do anything now. He can maybe protect the Varus. So let's see, he takes the red buff. Taliyah is fighting. He probably goes to help the Taliyah. Yeah, Taliyah gets Nocturne ulted. He just wants to peel her. Nice, Nocturne is dead here. He ults them. Okay, okay. He... Ooh, beautiful. He knows there that the Jhin can't kill him. The Jhin is a tickle monster right now. Boom. Beautiful, beautiful fight. Just forward. Yep, nice. Okay, and then they take Atakan. So from what I'm seeing, he's really good at not doing, like at realizing when to do camps and when not to do camps. Because there I would also just go top and do Krugs before the red buff. But he only wants to take the red buff because it gives him something, and then he's ready to fight. Also, by doing red buff, he's kind of closer to mid. And he knows that he has time only for 1 camp there, probably. That is insane knowledge. He's thinking ahead. And here he does chickens only. He doesn't go for Krugs again. He does them like in drive-by style. And he's walking forward. Yeah, he's clicking. This is something that I also need to start doing. When you're this ahead on Jarvan, you just start clicking ahead. Like forward, forward, forward. Beautiful. He knows the camps are not up because he has vision and he just runs towards his team. Yep, at this moment there is actually no need to even do the camps or anything. You're really strong and you just want to snowball. You just want to end the game. So they will take mid tower probably together right now. Yes. Okay, what happens here? He just TQs out. I mean, it is the power of Jarvan. He also does upgrade his boots. Yes, I think for the 500 gold now it's really worth to upgrade the boots if you get the upgrades. Okay, he does red. Drake is up. So does he do red into Drake? I think so. Varus base, so he will come from base. Talia is full HP. So yeah, they will just go for it now. Okay, that's free. The enemy team is collapsing on Renekton. Can they get him? He's a level 16 Renekton with flash up. So maybe, yeah, they don't even get him. That is the reason why Skewmond played top lane, so he can have this Renekton on his team. Although, to be fair, in lower elos, I don't know if plans like this work, because I'm not sure if you can put that much trust into Renekton, but he also got ahead by doing that. Okay, that's nice. They get the kills. And here he's just like, okay, I will take all my camps probably. Yep. Base, he gets the item, and he runs towards Herald probably. I wanted to say Baron, but it's 25th minute. So yeah, he finishes the item and he goes, buys one pink ward, takes the portal. Does he do Krugs now? No! He still doesn't do Krugs, guys. Oh my god. So this, like, him and Agorin are playing a bit differently, because Skewmond really knows which camp he can take and which he can't in order to be at the exact location he needs to be, while Agorin does mostly full clear towards his win condition. Agorin has more of a like straightforward plan, while Skewmond is playing more adaptive, reactive style, I feel like. And they both work really well in there, but they have one thing in common. They're constantly farming. It's just that Agorin is doing it in full clear manner and invading the opponent when he can, while Skewmond is like taking 2 camps, then making a play, taking 2 camps, then making a play. Does he ult here? Okay, he takes the Jarvan, he leaves the ult, so Cho'Gath can't walk out. Ooh! He barely kills. Nice. Beautiful, beautiful. And I think they end the game here. Okay, it's enough of ult. So, yeah, that's it for the review. So, all in all, I think this might be one of the best junglers that I've seen at the, like, decision making, like when which camp to take, and I will definitely have to study more of his VODs, because this is something that I really need to start implementing. I do drop camps from time to time, but this level of perfection for dropping camps and knowing what you can do and when you can do it is absolutely insane. And that is probably the reason why he is such a good player and rank 3 at the moment, former rank 1 player. So, yeah, that is something that I would take as an exception, or that is something I would take. It is something that I would say he is exceptional at. Other than that, he continues farming pretty much always, but he is affecting the map while doing it. So he has 14 assists and 6 kills out of the, 32 or what? Out of the 32, so yeah, he has 50% KP while permanently farming, but also it's really hard to have more KP than this in a game like this, because kills were happening everywhere, so you can't really be everywhere at the same time. It is kind of a stomp game, but it is also good to look at games like this, because they can teach us how to snowball and how to not throw the leads. You see, guys, he didn't die a single time. There was only one instance where he could have died, and it was their bot side of the jungle when he was fighting the Nocturne and the Thresh, but that was because Rel was coming and Renekton was coming, so taking the fight was not as bad, but here I realized that maybe he doesn't have enough time to survive until they come, so he just peaced out. And yep, that's pretty much it. Other than that, he didn't really make any mistakes, which is incredible. And he made really good decisions, and starting from the first decision to path towards top, that is something I would not see, but this is a really good matchup for top lane to do it, because Renekton got big and Renekton 1v9 the game pretty much, and also Renekton Talia, Renekton Jarvan, Jarvan Talia, it is a really strong top side, yeah. So that is probably the reason why he wanted to play top side. He wins on top 3v3, while on bot lane, it might be a bit different story, I don't know, but yeah, because of the Thresh. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you like this type of content. It is a bit like educational, but we're both learning instead of only me teaching you something. So, yep. Hope you enjoy, and see you next time. Bye-bye.